My name is Adora Wonfor, and welcome to Living a Creative Life. In today's episode, we showcase the Fashion Asian Film Festival, celebrating Asian contributions to the film and media landscape. You are the Calgary director and board member for the Fascination Film Festival. Can you tell me a little bit about how this film festival got started?
Fascination Film Festival actually started initially in Winnipeg in 2021, and we decided that we would be better together in terms of doing one across the prairies, and that's how it started. I think it's really great this year. This is our second year, and we're also part of Asian Heritage Month. And so it's one of the many activities during Asian Heritage Month, and I think that it's really garnered great interest in the community in terms of all the offerings that are taking place this month.
Can you tell us some of the things that will be happening during the film festival?
So this year we actually are featuring 4 feature films, and we've got 3 shorts program which will feature over 20 individual short films. And then we've got a workshop on writing, performances. We've got our K-Town reception tonight. Our theme this year is actually the Year of the Rabbit and the Year of Finding Joy. So there's something for everyone. We're open to everybody, and we want beyond the Asian community to be involved. And that's the whole idea. It's to actually, share the joy.
그냥 시간이 너무 빨리 가.
Judy, can you tell me a little bit about the opening night film?
Yes, so our opening night film, and we're really pleased to have it, is Rice Boy Sleeps. And Rice Boy Sleeps is actually directed by Anthony Shim. He is a Canadian screenwriter, actor, and he also won the Canadian Screenwriters Award for that film. It's a beautiful film about a single mom who immigrates to Vancouver, and it's about her struggles and how she experiences life. And so it's just a beautifully written film and acted as well. So we're excited to have it here at our festival. As a board member, I have always sort of loved films, and when I started watching Chinese shows, I thought, why isn't there more of this? And because growing up, I've never seen anybody like me on TV. It's just crazy, but I think that there's also a heightened awareness of Asian hate, and so I think, we need to be more embracing culture, and that's, I think, a perfect timing for us to have this festival, just to share our culture and let people learn more and just be aware.
Philip, Sheena, what is your part in the Fascination Film Festival?
So for the last 2 days, we've been participating in a television workshop ran by Ins Choi, creator of Kim's Convenience. We submitted applications, and Ins Choi actually individually selected us. So we are 6 of countless people who applied for this program. He really wanted to focus on actually creating the environment of a writer's room, because he saw a lot of underrepresented groups of people of color. A lot of them didn't have the experience of how it worked like. So he created this workshop in hoping to actually give us a small head start on how it actually functions.
It was so much more than that. Like, we were able to ask him any and all things. So we actually went from, ideation stage to characters to plot lines to writing a script together. So it was very, we're very grateful to have that inside scoop.
Now, I want to ask you, what is the impact on you being able to share that space?
It feels really empowering. I know living in Calgary and wanting to, have a space here where we can grow creatively has been difficult as, writers who specifically want to write for television. And it's just so empowering and exciting, and it feels that we finally have a space to see ourselves in the festival.
I think what we were very interested in as Asians, as people of color, and Kim's Convenience being one of the first shows that is just a full Asian cast, we were just so fascinated on what was the actual experience of creating that and the hardships and the hurdles he had to go through. And it really illuminated the work that we all have to do collectively to try to bring those voices up.
I want to think about my dream lifestyle. I want to be able to sustain myself and help my community through living creatively, but also, get this hands-on experience here and really figure out, how to write in a very safe space that allows us to fail and just get better and grow as writers.
Having this opportunity to just be surrounded by other voices, Asian voices, it kind of was able to free us to actually just express our voices. It's just being able to tell stories, connect with those experiences. That's what makes you whole, makes your identity, you know.
So I work in the animation industry. I'm currently in TV. Animation, I think, really called to me. As someone who started drawing from a really young age, that always felt really approachable. I never really lost touch of the joy that watching animation brings. I really wanted to be part of that. I realized that it was an actual job. That prospect was just so exciting to me.
Maybe let's talk about what we're seeing here at the Fascination Film Festival. Dia.
Dia is an animated short film about a young Indian-Canadian girl who goes back to visit her family's hometown in India, and she starts to explore the area and starts to realize that she doesn't quite fit in the way that she hoped. And it's a lot about immigrating away and losing touch with that culture, or struggling to understand how exactly you fit back in to your roots. I personally struggle with that, as I'm Indian, and every time I would go back, I would struggle to speak the language, I would struggle to connect with my cousins, and so this movie was really trying to let go of all of those feelings and bring them out into the world and kind of come to terms with them. Being here right now, being able to represent my community and my people in media, in animation. It was also really cool to be able to see that other people connected with my film and that I wasn't alone in this kind of internal conflict. And that is really rewarding, because I think that bringing diversity to media is so important nowadays, especially because there is actually space for it and people are willing to hear those stories out and bring them to larger screens. Hopefully to be in a place where people can see themselves in every piece of media.
What does expressing yourself creatively mean to you?
Telling stories doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be for the widest audience possible. It doesn't have to be the most accepted story. It can be something that's really near and dear to your heart. The most important piece of advice that I got when I was first setting out to make this film was, make something for yourself. The audience should be you. And once it's done and once it's out there, it'll find its audience. And staying true to yourself is the biggest piece of advice that I've gotten, the biggest thing that I've learned throughout my process of making this film.
Thank you to all the organizers, artists, and filmmakers we spoke to today. We also appreciate the Fascination Film Festival for sharing Asian contributions in film and media. See you next time on Living a Creative Life.